Okay, I believe we're live. Here we go. Just got off work literally a minute or 30 seconds ago. So I jumped in here. I'm not prepared. I'm over here at a friend's place. And yes, he's a gay Satanist. Look, I found it. This is the Cold Steel Kukri, the Magnum. So there's a 13-inch version. This is the 17-inch version. Um, it seems to be creeping up in price. I think I paid somewhere. Hey, Grumpy Grunt. I think I paid somewhere 25, 30, and I think they're creeping up to like 35. That I don't know if that's GSM that did that, but it's a 1055 carbon steel. It's made in South Africa. If you guys know about these, the funny thing about it is, I mean, there is no grind whatsoever. It's just a flat piece of steel that they put like a bevel on. So I don't know. Tell me, is that standard for machetes? Is that why they're so inexpensive usually? Usually like Latin American style machetes are workers. They're worker knives, and they're very inexpensive. Um, and are they just a piece of flattened steel with a little just bevel on it? So this bevel, I can't quite figure it out. I literally almost think it might even be a convex. I can't imagine. It's not very nice. Fit and finish is not that good. But it's got a very minimal bevel, but I don't know if it's like flat-ish or it almost feels like it's kind of, or maybe it's like step down and step down. It's crude. It's crude to say the least. I haven't tested it because I just found it. I did oil it down with some mineral oil. Anyway, but it looks like my friend here that I'm at his place, he wants this. And considering it's crept up in price, I don't know. But if he wants it, he wants it. Oh well. I have more than enough budget kukri machetes at home. I had their sex and it was the same, just a different shape. Yeah. Are you talking about the heavy machete? Because they don't have one that's actually called the sax. Are you talking about the blade shape or the machete shape? They have that. I think they call it the heavy machete. Um, what else do they have? Anyway, they have a whole line of these. But okay, so it is the same. I mean, it crude to say the least, but if that's standard, oh well, I mean, if that's what machetes are, then again, they are workers, and it's it's not as flexible as like your typical Latin American. No, about the same. 1055 is probably a good compromise between edge retention and toughness. I mean, 1055, people make axes out of them as well, for example. So it is going to be pretty tough, You aren't going to break these, I suspect, as thin as machetes do need to be. This is somewhere in between machete and more of a chopper. I think Cold Steel, being Cold Steel, might have put maybe a millimeter extra on there just to you know live up to their reputation, as it were. So they've got their nope, it's called the Sax Machete. Oh, okay. It's a giant Warncliffe. Oh, okay. Gosh, I don't know why it doesn't sound familiar. I'm always looking at their budget machetes. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'll check that one out too. I kind of want to get like the whole line. So they have the Magnum, they have the shorter 13-inch Kukri, they have the Royal Kukri, which I think is based on a Thai style Kukri machete. I don't know. Or no, I guess it would have to be a Nepalese. I mean, I don't think the Thai. No, the Thai didn't use kukris. Okay, sorry. Um, there's the Royal. Then there's I think one or two others, and then of course the very expensive Gurkha machete, which is like $300, which I'm not gonna mess with. Believe me. So anyway, some people I've heard complain about the sheath. but for the price, it's got a plastic insert, fairly durable. And what I like is that they put this tip on it, this hard plastic tip, so it helps protect it a lot better. As machete sheaths go, this does the job. I think there's pretty good value here. But again, I don't know if other machetes are nicer. I'm going to have to do a comparison. It's crap. I don't think they make it anymore. Would not buy. Yeah, I don't think they make it anymore either. So again, these are polarizing. Some people think, hey, this is incredible value. Other people are like, this is just absolute shit. It's just a piece of, metal that they kind of sharpen at the end, but it's like a flat piece of metal. So yeah, we'll see. I'll take this out, chop some stuff up, but again, it's not a chopper, it's a machete. So I don't want to do too much of a hard use because it's really not what it's designed for. I do agree though, the plastic insert will crumble immediately. Be prepared to ditch it and come up with an alternative. I see. That's what people hate about it. Okay. It crumbles because it dries out, or because I went ahead and oiled that up as well too, because correct me if I'm wrong, Grumpy, but doesn't plastic do better when you keep it oiled? Because usually it crumbling is a function of it drying out. So, I went ahead and oiled up the plastic because I hate it when plastic gets dry and it crumbles apart, and I can't stand that. So, I don't. Do you want me to go through this stuff first? So this is from Bud K, believe it or not. This is their one of the shitty brands they carry. As you can see, as pillows go, this is not compact. I don't know what the weight is. I'll have to weigh it later when I have a scale. But this is probably why. I mean, I just don't think that Bud K is ever going to sell anything particularly very nice at all. That's my opinion of Bud K. But again, I got like a 2-for-1 sale. This was early on. I got this years ago, just for the sake of checking it out. And again, because I do want to feature ultra budget stuff like this. I can't remember. It was probably like $10, but buy one get one free or something like that. But so self-inflating pillow. Oh, okay. Here's the number. It's a CK. What does that say? You know what? Do I need to turn on more lights in here? I'm sorry about that. Let me know if you can't hear me. Also, the plastic. Okay, yeah. Get some more lights on. He's got all these creepy like Baphomet and Ouija boards and like Cthulhu and upside down crosses and stuff. But he's one of my best friends, and he he's a Satanist, but Satanist is not what you think it is or what you hope you think it is. He's got some creepy stuff like this taxidermy bat. And, Lord, it just creeps me out. I'm very conservative and sensitive, and I'm really weak when it comes to edgy, creepy stuff like that. But if you look at the platform of the church, the Satanic Church of America, or which I can't remember the name of the organization. Hold on, he's got a certificate from them. Yeah, here it is. the Satanic Temple. That's it. There's a number of different groups, I believe, but that's the Satanic Temple. If you look up their platform, it's all about we believe in, they're not about sacrificing babies and such. That's Epstein and the capitalist class that does that. Properly cooked plastic will remain plastic without oil or armor all, etc. Replacing the plasticizers with some other dinosaur juice can limit the life of it. That plastic is shit to begin with. I see. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, it just has to do with how cheap or crappy it is. Okay, so expect this sheet to crap out and die. We'll see. Yeah. I'll put it through its paces when I go camping. Finally, let me please go camping. Okay, so here's this. I mean, See, this is very impractical. I mean, this is a gigantically huge pillow. What I'm hoping for, though, is I have other self-inflating pillows that are really small that like I picked up at like Target and Walmart and such that are much, much smaller. However, when I look at the YouTubers who are really into trekking, that do like the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Trail and all that, and they're really into their gear, one of the things they said that they thought used to be a luxury item, but found that no, in fact, it's a necessary item, are pillows, because they're like, after a long day, you need to get good sleep, and cheaping on pillows and having just some tiny chintzy pillow and not getting good rest is devastating. So in the long run, you do want a good pillow. Now, what I'm hoping is that it not being very compact might be a more substantial pillow, and I'll do more of a comparison. I'm just sort of showing the unboxing now, like just what you get. So there we go. Okay. So there's the sack and elastic, which I'm against elastic because eventually this stuff will wear out and break and stretch out. So having something a lot better than, so again, here's part of the cheapness of this, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, here we go. So unroll. Yeah, this is definitely bigger than the other little micro pillow that I got, a little tiny one. One of the main tapping items is a Therm-A-Rest pillow. Okay, makes a world of difference when it's time to climb into the hammock. Okay, Therm-A-Rest. Yeah, well, Therm-A-Rest, it's going to keep, keeping your head off the ground. We lose heat through our head, et cetera, et cetera. So I can see that. And Therm-A-Rest, that's kind of more of a name brand, right? I don't know how much are those, I'm wondering. So here we go, self-inflating. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll put it by the mic. So yeah, this is intense. This is that WMK brand. I mean, I don't know if it's their brand or what. So can you hear it sucking air in? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Okay, so anyway, I don't know how much this is supposed to get big. I mean, self-inflating means that you're not supposed to blow into it directly, right? It's supposed to kind of do it on its own. And is that filling in here? I think there is very, very clumpy, yeah, super, super clumpy foam pieces in here. I suspect, I don't know. Maybe they're supposed to plump up, but it feels very clumpy. So this might be an extremely god-awful pillow. I somewhat suspect this is going to be a horribly, horribly bad pillow. So there's that. So yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll let it inflate for the time being. Anyway, I should move on. And then this is the brand they sell at Target. I don't know if they have other brands, but at the one here in LA, it's the Coleman Silverton self-inflating pad. Let's see, limited 1-year warranty, side bumpers, ripstop polyester cover, free flow valve, multi-purpose attached storage bag. I don't see a part number or serial number. Let's see. No, I guess they're going to go with the name Silverton. Don't blow into it. Bacteria and moisture exactly can contaminate the inside. That's what I thought. Side for 10 to 20 minutes and we'll do its thing. It's not immediate. Okay, great. Thank you. Well, there you go. I suspected as much. And here's Grumpy Grump with the official info. Thank you. And here we go. This is what this looks like. And I mean, these can be a pain to pack up this small again, right? So there's the box. Okay. Once again, elastic. So I'm not thrilled at all about elastic. And look at that. It's separate. So that's pretty much a 80% chance of eventually becoming lost, right? I mean, right? That's life, isn't it? Okay, here we go. So doesn't seem very long. I mean, oh wait, is it folded in half? Because does not seem long enough. Oh, okay, maybe. Wait, dimensions are on here. 76 inches by 22 inches by 55. No, wait, yeah. Okay, so 76 is divided by 12 is is it over 6 feet? Yeah. Oh, okay. It should be sufficiently long. Okay, here we go with the valve, and I hear it sucking air. Okay, there we go. So let's give this some time. Oh, look, it's got some sort of thermal thing here. Okay, yeah. So it's got this fleece liner, this poly or nylon type thing. 100% fur, me. Let's see. Oh, 100% for me. 100% for me. What do you mean? Like 100% for me. Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. There's some people who are so meticulous and conscientious that 20% of people might actually hold on to it. But for the rest of us humans, it's as good as gone. You know what I mean? These things ought to come with like this. Here's my backpack. So I got this at Goodwill for $10. I don't know if it's a name brand. You guys can tell me, but it is considered microlight, and it certainly feels awful light. Very thin. That's what I don't like about microlight. Like, if you're not, in my opinion, if you're not trekking, like hardcore trekking, and have to really, really, you know, hump this stuff all over, you know, up and down mountains and such, this microlight stuff or ultralight or whatever, it's so thin. It's just not very comfortable. It's you pay a premium for it, but you know, in this case, I didn't because I just got it at Goodwill and it seemed barely used. I suspect that these people maybe used it once, if that. So here we go. It's Microlight Mesa Hybrid Rec Alpine Design. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a name brand. But for example, this has, see, it's attached and it's this buckle type so that you can cinch it down and tighten it. This is the way to do it. There's no elastic here. Sometimes this stitching goes, but hopefully if that's quality enough, it won't rip out, you know? And then they've got this really nice handle. So when you cinch it up, you've got a carrying handle. So so far, I'm pretty much pleased with it. So check this out. Here's the progress of the pillow. It's already poofing out fairly well. So again, I mean, here's the thing. Coleman is a name brand, but I couldn't tell you if Coleman is going the way of, you know, Gerber. You know, Gerber's a well-known name recognition, but, you know, their quality has not been very good. Is Coleman the same thing? Are they still producing decent quality stuff or not? I don't know. So here we go. So here's this. Okay. And what do we got here? Looks like warranty information. Let's see. It's multiple languages. This is multiple. Okay. Instructions for side air beam mat. Inflation instructions. Remove the mat from the packing, blah, clean surface, twist open 5 to 10 minutes or until it has reached atmospheric equilibrium. For the side air beams, if the user wishes to fully inflate the side air beams, it will require the user to place the lips over the closure gap with several deep breaths blown into the valve. Okay. Once the user has achieved the amount of inflation, the possible leakage, stuff clothing or other soft material into the attached stuff sack, pulling the draw cord to create a pillow. Oh, this is to create a pillow. Okay. Oh, here, this stuff sack. Okay, so they want you to put clothing in here, and then you cinch it up with this. I thought this was just to keep your head warm, but I guess it's a pillow. Okay. And then you cinch it shut. Oh, I guess you cinch it this way. Right, that would make more sense. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So that'll help. So I'll check that out tonight. So there's the instructions, deflation instructions. Okay, blah blah blah. It's just pressure, I think. And then is this the warranty? Yeah, this is the warranty information. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so there's that, and I'll put this aside, let it inflate. Atmospheric equilibrium. Although, like you were saying with the bacteria and such, they want you to blow into it to get these side beams. Is that what they call them? Side bumpers? But I'd rather just not get bacteria and such into it. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to highlight comments. Sorry, Grumpy. And I don't know how my laptop switched. Você perdeu bate-papo. Okay, what? Uh, 42. Let's see. Yeah, 100% for me guaranteed I would lose it. Hey, JN. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Ninja. Oh, yeah, Ninja. So JN is called Ninja. It took me forever to figure out why, but I guess JN. They're like, what does the N stand for? It's Ninja. Okay. So did I read this right? The missing kukri materialized? Yes. Here we are. This is the Magnum kukri, the 17-inch version. It finally showed up. It didn't materialize or dematerialize. You know, there is the theory that there are elves, which, hey, you're already back? Okay. All right, well, I'll have to do this later. All right, guys, wait. I'm in the middle of a live cast. Do you want to be on it? No. Okay. Hey, did you want this or not? No. You don't? Okay. Well, okay, I guess I get to keep it then. You all right, bro? Yeah. Oh, you just decided to come back early? Oh, I don't care. No, you don't want to be on camera, you mean? Okay, here. You're not on camera anyway. What happened?
I got a secret text from one of the fellows from Progressive, and I was like,
what, they were giving you shit or something?
He was giving me shit for some stupid shit.
Oh, so you were like, I'm not even gonna bother?
I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, I was like, fuck this motherfucker.
Well,
he
hey.
got into it with Juan, the crippled dude. And he brought it out on. He took it out on me. I was like, what?
Well, that's better for me because then we can hang out and do. We can binge watch some stuff and whatever.
Why?
Need?
Yeah, this motherfucker took it out on me about fucking him.
Why? Essa live aí.
He wanted me to give him back the CD that he lent me a while back that he gave to me to listen to, but I don't have a fucking CD player.
Oh, you don't? You don't have a computer?
I don't have a computer, bro. You think I have?
Damn, you know what? I don't have a CD player in this either.
Adriana, oi JN. Hello everyone.
I find Coleman marginal. Yeah, maybe I can, because I have a CD player thing on my desktop at home. Maybe I can digitize it into an MP3. Do you know how to do stuff like that? No?
Huh? Uma live aleatória.
But he's gonna get all mad like that, like take it hella personal.
He was like, hey, bro, like I lent you a CD, you need to get back to me because if you won't listen to it, blah blah blah. And I was like,
yeah, and be like, yo, give me a CD player. Like, you know, bro, dick.
I can't afford a CD player.
Right? And you know what? Nobody has those. You know, they don't even make them in these. Like, they don't even have that.
I could find one on fucking what do you call it?
Goodwill.
Not even Goodwill.
O que vocês estão falando?
on Amazon, have it delivered to my house, but still, like I don't want to.
Yeah, but you don't want one, do you?
Or one CD player and shit. Like I have a bunch of CDs, but I don't.
You could get a DVD player. That way, you could play DVDs, and all DVD players play CDs if you wanted. And DVD players are dirt cheap these days. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's see. I find Coleman marginal, therefore the layman beginner. Oh, absolutely, and usually not the most innovative or inventive designs and materials. Right? Agree, Grumpy. I didn't think that it was anyway. Okay, here we go. Nice. All the times you said it's around here somewhere, and it was. Okay, so again, there's the theory that there are a species of elves/trolls that hide car keys, nail clippers, and just one sock out of a pair. Now, I lived in a haunted house, and stuff like that would disappear and would reappear in a pair of shorts or pants you haven't worn in a long time in the left-hand pocket. So I know the ghost was left-handed. So that happened. So now I do not believe my apartment is haunted, so I don't think the machete was hidden. I believe it truly did. Sverfnevlin? Oh, you mean no.
Oh, estranho. Do nada.
It's a nome, Sverfnevlin. You mean like is that one of those things like Rumpelstiltskin? Is it like that? Okay. Gnomes. Aha. Yeah, gnomes, right. Is Sverfnevlin? Is that the real name, like the Swedish name or Viking name or whatever? Okay, what's next? So let's. Okay, I guess the unboxing knife is going to be my.
Aumenta sua tela, Strupito.
Okay.
Aumenta sua tela, tá muito pequena.
Ah, tá.
Você tá na casa de Andro?
É.
Cadê ele? Eu dar oi.
Ele é aqui.
Oi, Andro!
Eu sou com isso. Ele não pode.
Ele não pode
nada.
escutar? Não, fala para ele que eu dei oi.
Ele falou. Okay, so here we go. White Mountain Knives. I believe this is the Towser K, or is the mini Towser not considered the K? Is that only for the full size? I don't know. If anybody knows, you can comment. It's from D&D. Oh, Menehune. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk about the Menehune. Okay, listen up. JN, chime in on this. They have discovered 5 species of human in our genome, right? We knew about Homo sapiens sapiens, which is us, Homo sapien neanderthalis, right, which is primarily in Europe. And then the third they discovered was Homo sapiens floriensis, and that's because in Papua New Guinea, the island of Flores has 5% of this DNA. We all have 1 or less percent. So therefore, that's when they figured out, oh, there's another species. Now that leaves 2 others that are more or less unaccounted for. I think they're given names. Now, the Menehune. Every Polynesian has this, have these legends about how, well, when they arrived, we had to hide these damn hobbits, under rocks and such, which is why in Hawaii, it's still very taboo for Native Hawaiians, when you uncover logs and rocks and stuff like that, let the Menehune out. So, Polynesians have more of that kind of DNA. So both are Towser K. Okay, thanks. Denisovans, that's it. Okay, so Denisovans are in the cave in Russia is named for Denisova. Yeah, there was a monk that used to live there in the Middle Ages. So it became known as Denisova's cave. But as they dug down, it looks like species after species after species live there. And then just recently, I think last year, they found a female who's the first of its kind where she has one parent that was Neanderthal and one parent that was Denisovan. So there's that. Yeah. that fifth one is the one that's slightly mysterious. Again, if I'm not mistaken, Jane, you tell me if I'm correct. We've accounted for 4. I believe the fifth one is the one that's, and are those the Menehune? That's what I'd like to know. I think that they're, so if you look at the pygmy elephant, so there's 2 processes that happen as a result of island genetic isolation. You can have gigantism, like what happened with the island of Komodo, where their monitor lizards became the size of alligators because they didn't have any apex predators, so they got gigantic. On the other hand, you have pygmyization, where, for example, the pygmy elephant in Indonesia, the Asian elephant became pygmy-sized. You've got that with other species as well. Well, the Javan tiger is smaller, sleeker, better swimmer. Oh, cool. Okay. Sheepdog and the Begleiter. Kaiser.
Nossa.
White tags.
É chaveiro.
Says Begleiter. And the sheepdog. Okay. And then Kaiser. Oops. Get that popcorn down. Okay. All right, here we go. Typical Kaiser box. So this is their cheaper. So the Kaiser Vanguard, I think, do these cheaper boxes. So with the little drawer, and then you've got your typical thing here. And then here we go. Here it is. So this is the okay. So they have extra. Looks like probably Torx 8, and then here it is. So this is the mini. Of course, you know me. I got to get the mini. And is it true that there was no mini? Is this the first mini? Because I don't believe the Towser ever came out with a mini. Is that true? Does anyone know? The primates on Madagascar, I don't know that they pygmy-sized. I know they have a pygmy marmoset, for example. Madagascar is more along the lines of what happened with Australia, where a much more, I don't want to say primitive, but less evolved. So prior to us kind of primates, you had a lesser evolved. So like lemurs and those kinds were stranded on Madagascar, continued to evolve there. Whereas they were out-competed by more sophisticated primates. Likewise, with the mammals in Australia, they got isolated so early that they didn't develop the more sophisticated mammalian features that we have. They maintained the marsupials. Not that marsupials died out everywhere, because we still have raccoons and such. But yeah, so they took over there. So that's a different kind of process. It's not about, yep, first mini. Okay, thank you. I thought so. That's what I'm a talk. Michael Dan Mosley. Hi, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. That's what.
Hi, Michael.
Okay, I hope he's not here to troll. Are you talking about the mini? Okay, here we go. Look at this.
Olha que bonita.
Okay, so now micarta a Richlite. Richlite.
É melhor do que micarta, isso?
Não, é tipo de micarta, mas com material já usado. É mais,
sim.
É
ecológico.
Quase.
Okay, so, é reciclável que chama. Esse material reciclável.
Sim.
Legal. Gostei. I like.
If I were to touch Richlite and then touch micarta, micarta is so diverse. There isn't one kind of micarta. I don't know if I would be able to tell it apart. This definitely feels more flat, because you know how you can polish the shit out of micarta? I don't think Richlite polishes much more than this. I like the feel. It reminds me of what I like about micarta. Here we go. First flip. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Watch. Oh, yeah. Multi-row bearings. Oh, my God. That is a guillotine. And considering these multi-row bearings, this needed a button lock. Good for Justin over at White Mountain Knives. Good for him. Fantastic blade shape. Length is just as good. Look at that. They put jimping on the tang or on the ricasso / tang. And look at that. You can definitely choke up. Oh, yeah. Perfect amount of jimping on the top. That's a great grip. Very ergonomic. This, we are reaching that point of singularity where knives are almost to the point where they're perfect. I mean, what can you say? No hotspot on the clip. I dig it. The minis were gone when I went to look at them. I think I got one of the last. Look at that. The action is redonkulous. Oh my God. Look at that. That is. Oh. And so this is with just the button? Yeah. So let's see. Not sure. Anyone know why they decided to shape the top that way? I mean, it doesn't really do anything per se. I mean, it gives you more of that nice line, but yeah, I think maybe it's aesthetic to match that hole. I like this type slot better than a hole, than the Spidey hole. I think it's definitely superior. I think it goes without saying, absolutely. Oh my God. Okay, new favorite knife. Hello, but no flipper. I know a lot of people don't. I know why they came out with the Towser, because everyone complained about the flipper tab on the Sheepdog, which I agree with. I get it. But me personally, if you can have a flipper, have a flipper. It's my second favorite way. That's number one, and then flipper is number two. It's so much fun to just have a flipper. You don't have to think about it when you're using it. This requires some thought. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely muscle memory too. But when you're just busy and you're working and you're sweating and you're trying to cut something, flippers are just more intuitive, in my opinion. Although I've now discovered this is the most intuitive of all, without a doubt. Okay, I'm spending way too much time on the Towser K Mini. And the Mini, I'm all about getting as small as you can with knives until you reach that point of there's things you can't do with it. I believe this is...
Hello.
Oh, hey,
welcome.
Okay. All right. So, oh my God. I really think we're reaching that point. And I think this is one Towser K Mini. Is this 154 cm? Hold on. What is this? Does anyone know? Good Lord. It's 3V, for goodness sakes. I mean, are we reaching max value here? Maximum value? 3V, right? Is it CPM 3V? I mean, CPM 3V, Richlite, button lock, multi-row bearings for... What did I pay for this? Is it like 80 or 90 or... I mean, we've reached max value. No? Deep carry pocket clip, flat screws. However, the pocket clip itself is not recessed. That's the only ding. But I mean, that would have been so easy for them to do. Look, all they did was just drill 3 holes. They could have easily hollowed that up. Well, anyway, that would be the only thing, and that's ticky-tack. Although it's so easily done, and they do it on so many knives. Why didn't they do it on this? That would be the only ticky-tack I would say on that. So playing Conan Exiles right now with a friend. I couldn't tell you what that is. It's a video game about Conan the Barbarian. I don't get 3V in a folder, though. I'd rather have the one. I agree. Okay, see, I agree. 3V, that's a fixed blade steel. You want that toughness, you want that edge retention, and then you can oil it up. In a pocket knife, you're not gonna beat the hell out of your pocket knife. I think 154 cm. Let's see, I'm controversial. 154 cm, AUS 10 for that matter, / VG10. I think AUS 10 is probably a little bit better. It's a little bit tougher. I mean, in a pocket knife, I don't think you need more than that. Shoot me. But for that matter, 14C28N or Nitro V. Do you really need more than that? Now, S30V, I see why Spyderco does S30V, because it has above average edge retention. And let me be the first to say I am getting over D2. And it's not because it's like, oh, everyone's got D2 overload. I don't got time to sit around maintaining my blades. Now, D2 is semi stainless, I get it, but it's 2 semi. That sucker will spot up if you leave wet burrito on it, and I want to leave burrito on my blades. I'm not going to sit here. N690, exactly. N690. Those are as good as you need. That's going to really, if you're a knife guy that has hundreds of knives. Now, if you're a painter and you only have that one knife, yeah, S30V, I can see that, because you don't want to sharpen. You're going to work, you see the same knife, you're beating the hell out of it. Yeah, get an S30V. I get that. That's why I think Benchmade and Spyderco have their niche, because people who are just really using it as work knives are just beating the hell out of them. But for us, when we have a million knives, I think 154 CM is as good as it gets. Lastly, let's get through this as quick as possible. Oh, here, I got this at the drugstore. Let's see what this game is. I thought you can make a survival kit out of this. So
O que é isso?
É,
O que é isso?
é jogo de cartas e como se diz isso? Búzios?
Baralho?
Não.
Uhum.
Como se diz?
É jogo de baralho, mas é tipo assim, o quê? Imagens? A única
Não,
diferença?
espera. Eu não
Bom,
conheço a palavra por isso.
pra dizer.
Espera.
Aham. Eu espero, cara de bunda.
É, cara de... whoa.
Oh.
So you got these dice here. Dice? Dice, yeah.
Dado.
So dado. Left, right, and center.
Isso.
What happened? I just lost everyone. What happened here? Comments. Uh-oh. I lost everyone's comments. Are you guys there? Oh, there we are. Okay, there we are. Left, center, right. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. You know this game? Is it popular? CPM 4V on the Kaiser 5 seems ridiculous. Yeah, might as well put, what do they have? 10V, I think? Like, it's super hard. Did you know that? There's a guy on YouTube who made I think a 10V blade. What are you going to do? I think he said he spent hours sharpening it. Like, wore out several belts. What is the point? So is this a popular game? LCR? Anyway. Wait, I just dropped. Oh, okay. There's these little chips. Okay. So I don't know how to play this game. I got it for the 10 because you can make a little survival kit out of that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, because this doesn't need, there's very little contents. You could put that in a little tiny sack. So there we go. All right. Last but not least, let's get this sucker open. And we are definitely going to use the Towser K. Oh my God.
Sua cara hoje tá ótima.
Towards you. Oh, that's slicey. That's the benefit of these tall blades, is you've got this flat grind, almost full flat. There's just barely any flat there at all. It's like, it is full flat. I mean, almost full flat, right? Yeah, it's a flat. Yeah, it's a flat. I mean, this sucker is slicey as all get out. Although, you know me, I'm all about hollow grinds. I mean, I think hollow grinds are just the sliciest. Oh, this is like Spyderco slicey, or even more. Oh, what I was going to say is that allows that grind to be very, very gradual. So I don't know what the angle is on this. And yes, it does have a micro bevel, but I mean, I can't imagine how great the gradual, I mean, that's the benefit of having a tall blade, which is why I don't understand the fascination over the Osborne. You guys can tell me. I know people just love the Osborne, but it's not tall enough to have a decent angle of elevation, whatever you call that. The heck is this? Oh, the Essie Izula. Okay, my first Essie makes the expat, so I have the expat, but I don't have a actual Essie. It was on sale. Okay, here we go. That thing and here's a new sticker. This is the first one for me.
Ah, que legal.
SMKW looks like it's got some camo and some, I guess, fall hunting season. So that's new. What do we got here? Just some advertisement, and then
Ai, ai.
and then what we got here? Aha, here it is. Okay, my first official Essie.
Que faca é essa?
É muito famoso. So it's from Randall's Adventure. There we go. That's where the rat comes from. Randall's Adventure. What does the T stand for in rat? Randall's Adventure. That's a good question. Does it say here? Training. That's it. Randall's Adventure Training and Equipment Group. So since 1997. So here's, wow, a bunch of information here. So I've never seen an Essie box. So this is my first. Okay, here we go. And this is the micarta, of course. I'm a micarta whore. So let's put that there. And let's do that. And here we go. Ooh. There we are. Oh, okay, look. More. Okay, look. Randall's Adventure Essie Training and Equipment Group. And a circular version. And oh, look at this. Look at that. A plastic card. Oh, I've seen these before, these cards. Training. Yeah, see, you guys both pull out training. I'm such a dork. I didn't even know it was training. There will be a survival fact card inside. Yep, you called it. And it's a plastic card. It's like a credit card or coupon, whatever. And you guys tell me what. Okay, so Izula and then the Izula. What does that say? Izula 2 and then the Kangaroo. What do you guys like? So I believe, I got the Izula 2 because the Izula 2 has the micarta handle. What do you guys like? I'm a Tops guy. If you're going to spend this much money on a knife, just get a Tops. That's what I've been saying. This was on sale at a really, really good price. I think it was 70. Yeah, it doesn't say here. Their website's jacked up. I don't know what they did to it, but they really screwed it up. I think it was like $75, which is a really good deal for an Izula 2. Because I think they're about 100. And so, but if you're going to pay that much, get a Tops. They're way more interesting. Randall Adventure Tacos. Yes, that's it. I love my Izula and S35 VN. Okay, I mean, it's stainless, it's better, but it's not going to be very tough for a fixed blade, randomly advanced trundlers. What's a trundler? Sorry, my vocabulary is failing me. I don't remember what a trundler is. Okay. And here it is. Here's the knife. Okay, it's sealed. Wow. Okay.
Legal. Que faca é essa? Já é isso.
É Izula.
Parece nome africano. Izula.
Isaura.
Do nada. A escrava.
Okay. I cannot believe how slicey this is. I'm in love. Okay, here we go. There it is.
Oh,
wow. You pay this much and they just have a plastic. That is nasty. Just not even Kydex. That is just literally just plastic. And it's like glued together. That is so nasty. But here we go. Here's the Izula and good retention. Izula 2.
Ah, eu gostei.
This powder. What is this? Is this powder coated or crinkle coat? Is that crinkle coat? I like this micarta. Very, very matte, very rough. I do not like polished micarta. That's not for a bow drill, is it, guys? Do you know? Is it for? Oh, wow. Look at that. Full 4 fingers. Impressive. And yeah. Well, everybody loves the SE or the Izula, right? Don't they? No? What do you guys like? I know that everyone's standard is the SE6, right? That's right about that sweet spot. This is the Izula. What's that super tiny one? The super tiny one is the Kangaroo, is it? Or is there an even smaller one? Anyway, well, there it is. And what else we got here? Yet another survival card. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. The reason why this was a good deal was because this is the upgraded one with all the attachments. So it's like I think like a retention thing, and I don't know this whole layout, but and with a fire steel and paracord. So this was the whole like upgraded version that they offered again. So at 75, offer it can't refuse kind of thing. So here we go, another survival card. And oh, that's right. So they also include a pocket carry, which is perfect because this is the neck carry one, right? But this should be the pocket carry. Oh no, excuse me, pardon me. This is just their clip. So it goes, but it's for belt carry or pocket carry. It fits on the same thing. So looks like it lines up for either of them. But anyway, and there are the bolts for it. So let's see. It's one what trundles. A trundler is a person who trundles. I get it. Okay. Essie's warranty is untouchable. Okay, even better than Tops. Yeah, I love my Tops too. Yeah. Essie has the best warranty probably in the industry, bar none, I would say. They take pride in it. They have a wall of fame where even they actually welcome people who misuse their SEs and still manage to break them because they take great pride in that. That traction coating on the tent needs to go though. Yeah, a lot of people, it creates too much friction. I don't get it. They do it to protect it. Again, from a manufacturer's point of view, you can understand why they do that because most people are like me. They're just negligent. They're not going to sit there and be experts and be like, oh, I'm going to baby my knife. They're just going to misuse the hell out of it. So in which case you can limit a large amount of the damage and the corrosion and all that. I mean, 1095 is just going to patina like crazy, and people are like, what the hell is this stuff? It rusted. They don't know. I broke the shit out of it. Give me a new one. Thanks. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Anyway, let's see. How long's it been? 53 minutes. So just a couple more minutes, and I'm done. This is a cool little setup, the Essie. Okay, so this is my first Essie. I'm not really planning on getting... I never even planned on getting this one. It just happened to go on sale for, I mean, think about it. It's like I got the full kit for free, basically, because this is even cheaper than just the regular Izula 2, let alone the full kit, the full version. So that's a lot of value here. Offer I couldn't refuse, as they say. Yeah, I'm not super excited about their blade shape. This is why I favor Tops, because this is just your standard blade shape. Don't get me wrong. It's very usable. Yeah, it's beautiful. But Tops offers so much more in terms of blade shapes. Very original, creative. Sometimes they go a little over. It's a little too specialized. But again, the variety and diversity in Tops offerings, I think is better. And I don't know that Tops's heat treat is any worse. In fact, it's probably just as good, maybe even better. I mean, take a look at some of the testing, the hard testing on some of the Tops knives. Their heat treat is unreal. Their edge retention is through the stratosphere. Like, it's unreal. Okay. Oh, here we go. So here we go. What the? Oh, this was the other. And then
Que faca é essa?
and grátis.
Ah,
You guys have these? This is my. I've got several of these. I can never have enough of these. I use these when I'm on the road. So here we go. Spork Knife 3-pack. Here we go. Look. It's got the little Grivex knife. This is technically illegal out here in California because it's a non-ferrous knife. Technically illegal. But I mean, how do you differentiate between this and a plastic knife you get in the restaurant, right? So there we go. And it's tactical too. You can Kubaton with that. This, what is it? Crayex? I think K-Bar calls their stuff. Is that right? Crayex? So Cold Steel uses Grivery and Grivex. Is that right? They call theirs Crayex. Anyway, it's all the same thing. It's GFN, FRN. It's all the same thing. It's just glass reinforced nylon or fiber reinforced, whatever you want to call it. All right. Anyway, 4 more minutes left, and I'm calling it quits if there's nothing else.
ai. Eu tô esperando meu pai chegar de viagem, você acredita?
Viaja? Quem viajar?
É, meu pai vai chegar de Belo Horizonte agora.
Ele vem?
Ele vem.
Você está em Belo
No de
Horizonte
sono.
agora?
Não, meu pai tá vindo de Belo Horizonte para Valadares, onde eu tô.
Ah, tá.
Ele consulta lá, médico.
Ah, ele dirigiu?
Já acabou?
Ah, ele vai.
Não, ele vem de ônibus.
Ah, de ônibus? Ah,
Meu irmão mora em Belo Horizonte.
tá.
My brother. Aqui, já acabou?
Em poucos minutos, 3 minutos, né?
Você já tinha começado a live, você não me disse nada. Eu nem sabia que você estava gravando.
Não planejar, sou improvisação.
Entendi, mas pode me ligar, ué.
Grillamid, that's it. You're right. Grillamid. Oh God, Grillamid is what they are calling the material on that sport. Yes, you're right. Grillamide or something like that. Is that how they pronounce it? Grillamide. I think it's Grillamide is how they pronounce it. But yeah, it's all the same stuff. Very tough. I think it's underrated. I think people are like, oh, polymer, oh, plastic. I mean, stuff is nearly indestructible. It's got great toughness, plus it's hard, nearly indestructible, ultra inexpensive. So it's a win-win. It cuts down on price dramatically. It outperforms natural materials by a long shot. Okay, plastics, leaches, that's not a great thing, but oh well. Okay, well, good to see you guys. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Okay. Good night. Good night. Vai, amor. Isso aí, motherfucker. Ô, gente, não me leva a mal, me leva pra Paris.
Fala tchau.
Tchau. Beijo do gordo. Bye, bye. Kisu.
Canta.
Não, para. Oxe,
Canta.
você nem me convida. Você quer que eu cante? Só você canta aquela música do Leãozinho. Gosto muito de te ver. Leãozinho. Caminhando. Descabelada. Que amanhã eu te ligo. Tá bom?
Tá, tchau.
Vou dormir. Não, vou esperar meu pai ainda e vou dormir, que eu tô morrendo de sono.
Tá.
Te ligo de dia, tá? Lá por umas... Tá.
Tchau.
Beijo. Tchau, amor.
Tchau.
Manda beijo pra Andrew. Tchau pra Andrew.
Kisses from Mariana. Ele beijo.